Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our special council meeting of Monday, June 15th, 2026. I'll now call the meeting to order, and we acknowledge that we are in Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. Administrative and procedural issues 2.1. Before I call for the approval of the agenda as presented, I notice that there are a number of people in the gallery today that are here for some of the agenda items that are ahead of us, and if you could tell us which ones you were here for, I will try and do those first so that I don't keep you guys here for an extra hour and a half for no good reason. Okay, so if you know the address of the property you're here to speak to, that would be a big help. 132 Harriet Road, which is currently sitting at number 2.36. Okay, so we'll start that one off, and you, sir, in the back. 193 McGee. Right there. Okay, good. 114 Queen. They're all in a row. Wow. Mr. Wells?
6 Windy.
6 Windy, yep. Okay. Just making sure that I thought that was the one, but I wanted to make sure. So they are all in a row. Isn't that something? Okay, so what we will do is we will move in that order. We will do 2.34 first, 2.35, 2.36, followed by 2.37. And then that will allow all of you to get home in time for supper, hopefully. So, okay, all good? Okay, so motion to approve the agenda as amended. Moved by Councillor Redmond, seconded by Councillor Fromm. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Contrary minded? Hearing none, the motion is carried. Thank you very much. I will direct your attention to the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act throughout today's proceedings. If you feel you're in potential conflict, please declare it immediately. We'll move on to public hearings, and Alan Cole, our director, will take over from here until we get to the...
Thank you, Your Worship.
2.34.
And that is, I don't have the agenda in front of me.
Okay, I'll help you along, okay? 6 Windy Lane.
6 Windy.
Yep.
Thank you, Your Worship. So 6 Windy Lane, which is PID 25113747 on the Amherst Shore. That property is...
You want me to call this to order first? Let's do that. I'll now call the public hearing to order. Go ahead, Mr. Cole.
Thank you, Your Worship. 6 Windy Lane on the Amherst Shore is PID 25113747. Staff received a complaint regarding the state of the building, that it was vacant and unsightly. A notice of hearing was posted on the building originally in May, and then a revised notice of hearing on June 1st, and a copy was also delivered to the owner. In the RFD, Your Worship, it says in the background section there was no communication with the owner. That was true until this afternoon. The owner is here, and I've spoken with the owner, Mr. Wells, and Mr. Wells has stated that he would like to repair the property and needs 3 months to do so. And we would be agreeable to a demolition order that was effective at the end of September, so September 30, 2026, to give Mr. Wells an opportunity to repair the premises. So that would be the amended motion that is we're looking for, Your Worship.
Make a note, sir.
Photographs attached show that the roof is compromised, the foundation sills are compromised, but the building with enough money is repairable. And do I have that right, Mr. Wells? Right. 3 months? End of September? End of September.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Your Worship, that would be the motion that council is, or staff is seeking, that there be a demolition order in relation to 6 Windy Lane to be effective September 30, 2026, with the agreement of the owner.
Awesome, okay. Any comments from council on that, or are we okay to vote? We have to vote, or not vote, sorry, pass it through. Yep, follow it through. Okay, we can do that. Any member of the public who wish to speak on this matter, you have 5 minutes each, not including the owner. No one else here? Mr. Wells, do you have anything you want to say here today, Mr. Wells? And that's why I'm trying to follow it.
Anything? Would you like to say anything else? Can you hear me? Yeah. Do you wanna say anything else other than the fact that we agreed to 3 months to fix the property? Yeah. That's all you want to say?
Very good. Thank you very much, Mr. Wells, and thank you, Alan, for that. Any other final comments, Mr. Cole?
No, your worship.
Any questions from council? I will now close the public hearing. And the recommended motion is the council issue a demolition order for September 30th, 2026 for PID number 25113747, 6 Windy Lane, Amherst Shore. Somebody like to make the motion? Moved by Councillor Strong, seconded by Councillor Lockhart. I'll call for the vote. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Contrary minded? Hearing none, the motion is carried. Thank you very much, Mr. Cole. If you don't mind, we'll move along to 2.3.5, which is a demolition order for 114 Queen Street in Spring Hill, and I will now call the public hearing to order. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, your worship. 114 Queen Street, Spring Hill, which is PID number 252-42074. Again, complaints were received by staff as to the condition of the building. The notice of hearing was posted again on May 20, and then a revised notice of hearing on June 1st, posted on the property and mailed to the property owner. Contact has been made with the owner of the property, who indicated that he has plans to remediate the property, but no specific plans have been brought to the attention of staff. And as far as we can tell, your worship, there's no work actually has been done. There is severe structural damage, sagging floors, large cracks in the roof. You can see on I believe it's the next picture, or no, the picture to the right, damage from fire in the building. And there are broken windows. There are reports of pests in the property, and the state of the property has a detrimental effect on the surrounding property values. And on the basis of that, staff is looking for a demolition order for the property, your worship.
Mr. Cole, is there any members of the public here that wish to speak that are not the owners? Seeing none. The owner is permitted now to speak if you want. And at the same time, I'll caution you that if you have anything to say, you must say it in 5 minutes or less. Okay?
The structure of the house is fine. The pictures that were shown on the back floor, that was the garage.
Do you want, is everybody here able to hear, members of council? Can you come up to the microphone, sir, please?
Have a seat here.
Thank you very much. And you have to identify yourself, please, sir.
Oh, Mark Sprague.
Okay, thank you.
The pictures that were shown on the floor of inside the building, that was the garage, and it wasn't, the structure of the house is fine. There's been no damage to it at all. The boarding up of the windows was from a house fire, and I haven't been staying there and just trying to keep it safe, really, keep people out of it. I do have plans on rebuilding the house or redoing it, and I've been cleaning up the yard recently, so just not really sure what else you want me to do at this point. If you have any specific things, I can take care of it. Yeah, I just don't really know what to do, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else to say, sir?
Not that I know of, no.
Okay. Any final comments from you, Mr. Cole?
Mr. Sprague is correct. The last photograph is the garage at the back of the property.
Yeah, there's no structure damage. That's, somebody broke in and did that to the garage,
This is the one with the red cooler.
so it's
But
kind of a
there
mess.
are, as far as staff is aware, there are no imminent plans to repair the structure. Mr. Sprague has indicated that he would like to do so, but there have been no plans brought to staff's attention.
No. Like, I don't know. I do have plans to repair the house and buy new siding and windows and whatnot for it, but it just takes time, that's all. It's, I'm not sure, but, yeah, not sure what I can do from there, but it just takes time to get the stuff done. Yeah, I have pictures of what I've done recently to it, but I don't know if that helps anything, but.
Right. So, just for clarity's sake, from your point of view, sir, what would you think would be a fair thing for us to consider here today? Would you be
Depends
able to say to me that you were gonna have this cleaned up in
Well,
1 month or 2 months or 3 months or
That's what
4?
I need to know. I need to know what you need to know, what is considered to be cleaned up, is in the garage or does the house need to be fully rebuilt, or does it, that's what I don't know.
Again,
Cause I
Mr. Cole?
can,
Well, Your Worship, we are always happy to work with a homeowner on a plan to remediate a structure like this, but we just need concrete communication as to what is going to be done. It can't sit like this, boarded up forever.
no.
Okay, thank you. Anything else to say, sir?
Well, I just, like I said, I've already started out cleaning it up, and it's all, I just don't know exactly what needs to be done to be considered okay or to be safe or whatnot.
Awesome.
Like, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Any final questions or comments from council members? Councilor Lee, go ahead.
Your Worship, thank you. I'm just curious if you could share, unfortunately, about the fire, but when was the date of the fire?
I'm not sure what the date was. It was a couple years ago.
A couple years
Yeah.
ago?
I
Thank
didn't
you,
have
Your Worship.
insurance, and so it's, lost everything in it.
What's that? Go ahead, Mr. Herrick.
Thank you, Your Worship. Mark, is it?
Yeah.
Yes. I think what we need to know, what council needs to know and staff needs to know is, you know, what would be the plan, what would the reasonable plan be? Would you be in a position to provide a plan in 6 weeks,
I
a
might, I'd
month?
be more prepared anyway, but, right now, it's just, it's financially is the problem. I can't, pay to have all new windows and everything put in the house right now.
Right.
But I can have the air duct done, and I can have the house safe and secure, that's not a problem.
I wonder, Your Worship, it might be appropriate just to adjourn this one pending receipt of a plan and a little bit of back and forth between Mr. Cole and Mr. Sprague, but with the proviso that if nothing happens, we'll
Yeah.
bring it back to council in August. Does that sound reasonable?
Fair to me. Councilor Redmond.
Yeah, I think Mark is really looking for an explanation on what has to be done, and I think
Yeah.
if he's allowed to have communication and keep the communication up, Mark, with Al, so he knows exactly what's expected and whether he can fulfill that expectation in an appropriate time.
Awesome, good. Yeah, so we'd have to have some degree of reasonability that our expectations were going to be dealt with in a reasonable period of time too, so yes. Anything else? Councilor O'Telling, go ahead.
Did you say you were living in the house?
No,
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 okay, no, I just misheard, thank you.
no, I just live down the road from it.
I think so, yeah, I think that's a good idea, so. Oh, go ahead, Councilman.
Thank you, Worship. I do think a time frame should be given, though.
That's what we're just discussing here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I wonder, Your Worship, if I could, if council so desires, that Director Cole to provide a report by August 31st on the state of the property and the plans of the property owner, and then
What
we
level
can
does
complete.
that have to, what level of like safe and secure does it have to be at to be?
You could, Your Worship, you could go back and forth with Mr. Cole and figure that out. We'll give you some time to do that. If
I would
council
think
so
that,
desires.
you know, quite frankly, Mr. Cole's expectations would be at a level of, you know, a fair spot. I mean, you know, we have to be reasonable on our expectations, but we also have to be reasonable on the public safety side of it too.
Yeah,
So, so yeah, just so as long as you understand that, I think that, you know, we can do this if everybody's in agreement. And that way we will not, do we make a motion for that or no? We don't have to, do we? Or
I
do we?
would suggest that rather, Your Worship,
Yes, sir.
sorry, I would suggest that rather the motion that's before council, that you consider a motion to direct Mr. Cole to provide a report on the property by August 31st.
Okay, so
And
first
that-
things first, I'll close the public hearing.
100%.
Okay, and then we'll go with the recommendation. Start again, please.
That council direct Director Cole to provide a report on the property by August 31st, with setting out the intention of the owner and whether a path to a reasonable plan exists.
Very good. Somebody like to make that motion? Moved by Councilor McCormick, seconded by Councilor Lockhart.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Any comments or discussion on this from council?
Is that everything? Thank you.
Seeing none, call for the vote. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Contrary minded? Hearing none, the motion is carried. Thank you very much. Now we'll move along to 2.36, demolition order for 132 Harriet Road, Spring Hill, and I will now call the public hearing to order. Go ahead, Mr. Cole.
Thank you, Your Worship. This is an application for demolition order in relation to 132 Harriet Road in Spring Hill. The PID number on that property is 252-30129. Again, complaints were received in relation to the state of the property. The
Are we on here?
notice of hearing was originally posted in April and mailed to the property owner. New notice of hearing was posted on June 1st with an updated date for the hearing. The bylaw officer Spicer spoke with the owner, who indicated that she wished to object to the demolition hearing, and I believe the owner's here today. The building itself has severe structural damage. We can see in the photograph on the left, Your Worship, there's a very large hole in the roof. The building is structurally compromised. Again, there's a detrimental effect on surrounding property values, and the staff wishes to get an order for demolition.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cole. Are there any members of the public who wish to speak on this matter that are not the owners? Seeing none, we'll move along. Are the owners present and wish to speak? If you do, you come up to the microphone and identify yourself, please. And I would caution you, you have 5 minutes.
Yes. I'll look at Clef. Hi, I'm Tina Frizzle. I'm actually not the current owner, but I will be obtaining the property tomorrow. So my father is the person who owns the property currently. He's here as well.
Okay.
So after going to the property and looking at it, we understand that it is obviously not feasible to fix this property up. Unfortunately, my dad lives 3.5 hours away, so hasn't been able to do as much work on it as he'd hoped, as well as the fire and COVID restrictions and things like that. So I guess we have a couple questions on how we work with someone to remove as much of the materials as can be used for other purposes, like siding or things like that. We've had some trouble trying to figure out how you keep it secure while you're doing things like that, and so I guess timing of the demolition that the town wants to do would be the question, because it'd be nice to not have things go to the landfill and just become garbage if they can be reused. So some windows or things like that. So I guess that's my question, and I'm only starting from like the last couple weeks, so I'm a little behind.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. Understandable question too. Mr. Cole?
Your Worship, if a demolition order is granted, the order is to the owner to demolish the property. And we typically give the owner a reasonable amount of time to do that before the municipality steps in and does the demolition ourselves. So the question of being able to take away some siding or anything that may have some value in the building is not a problematic issue from a staff perspective. The issue of maintaining the security of the building during that process, that's an issue that you would have to deal with. But a reasonable time to effect the demolition is expected once the order is granted, Your Worship.
I misunderstood. When I made my call, I was told that the county would set out a bid or ask for, I'm sorry, I don't know the technical words. tenders, would send out the tenders, and then we would be notified, and it'd usually be 2 weeks to 2 months after that happened. And I was under the understanding that the municipality was taking over that, so I apologize for that.
Oh, good.
No, the demolition, sorry, Your Worship.
Go ahead.
To clarify, the demolition order is that the building be demolished. And that order
We-
is
we
given
understand that.
to the owner.
Yeah.
If the owner doesn't do it, then the municipality sends out tenders to contractors to give a price for the demolition.
Okay.
Again, from what I think I'm hearing, Your Worship, is it's an issue of timing. Not
Sounds
an
like it.
issue of whether or not the property should be demolished.
Yeah,
And,
we concur.
you know, as always, staff would like to be reasonable in dealing with issues of timing. You know, we're in middle of June now. These things can't go on into winter because it's very difficult to do demolitions in the wintertime. So I don't know if there's a suggested timeline here, but you know, again, staff would be happy to have an order that takes effect in 30 days, if that would be enough time.
I had, before I understood that the county was doing it, I had contacted Nick Weatherby, Demolition and Excavation in DeBurch, and I have to get back to him, but he had wondered if the fall would work. I guess a lot of people who are doing carting of things take, you know, like in September, but a lot of people have jobs already set for the summer, but I didn't know, like, I then thought it was not in my hands, so I stopped looking for that opportunity. And if we can do that before, you know, we would certainly, like, I would do it as soon as possible.
Okay, well, hang on one second. You want to propose a date?
Sure.
You're right, I
Thank
did.
you. September 30th, I mean, that seems to be a reasonable date. It allows you to make arrangements and determine whether, in fact, you can get someone to take it down, and it gives us time, if you're unable to do that, to take it down before winter, the snow flies, so is that a reasonable date?
Staff would be very happy with that.
Okay, he did have 2 questions, and I can ask them to, I think the fire department was one, is whether or not anything can be burned on the site, because when it was a town, I guess you couldn't burn, but.
That's an emphatic no.
Okay, and then the other one would be, is there a rate that's any different than a homeowner? Like, I understand when the town, so this is why I was told not to pursue it, that the town had a different rate for the dump, for the weight. That
I
when
believe
it's,
so,
when the
yes.
material is removed, so I was told not to pursue it because the town had, or the.
Right, that's a
County
fair,
had to do it.
if I, you know,
Go ahead.
That's a fair question. Formerly, the landfill previously was owned as a partnership between the municipalities in the area. A few years ago, we sold that. When we owned the landfill in partnership, there was a $1,500 flat fee for a house demolition, and that's no longer in place.
Okay.
So we're not unable to offer a preferred rate.
Okay,
All right.
and is it you that I communicate with to find out, like, fees for things, or that, okay?
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Thank you very much.
Okay, good. So that's,
Your Worship, the amended order would be that demolition order be sought to be effective on September 30,
Yes.
2026.
yep, absolutely. Thank you very much. Any questions from council on this? Seeing none, I will now close the public hearing, and the motion is that council issue a demolition order for PID 2523-0129, 132 Harriet Road, Spring Hill, for September 30th, 2026. Moved by Councilor Lockhart. He's a little bit ahead of the game. Seconded by Councilor Redmond. Any comments or questions from council? Seeing none, call for the vote. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Contrary minded? Motion's carried. Thank you very much, Mr. Cole. We'll move along to 2.3.7, demolition order for 193 McGee Street, Spring Hill, and I will now call the public hearing to order. Go ahead, sir. Oh. Move to the gallery, please. Thank you very much, Councilor Lockhart. Go ahead, Mr. Cole.
Thank you, Your Worship. This application is in relation to 193 McGee Street in Spring Hill, PID 252-38460. Again, as with all of these, complaints were received by staff as a condition of the dwelling and the surrounding property. The notice of hearing was posted on the building in accordance with the Municipal Government Act, and there has been communication with the owner, who indicated that he would have the building demolished before the end of June. There have been 2 demolition permits obtained by the owner of the building. The first was in February 2025, which expired in February 2026, because of 1-year permits. There have been no demolition work done during that 1-year period. A new demolition permit was issued to the owner on March 5th of this year, and as far as we can tell, there's been no work done under that permit. So the owner has obtained 2 demolition permits to permit him to demolish the building himself. And there's severe structural damage. The floors are sagging. There's large cracks in the roof. There's fire damage to the building. There was a fire inside the building. I think in the circumstances of the owner having obtained 2 demolition permits, Your Worship, the issue isn't really whether or not the building should be demolished, and an order should be issued. Obviously, the owner agrees that it should be demolished. The issue, again, is likely going to be one of timing. I had told, or staff had told the owner that end of June, so 2 weeks from now, was an agreeable time for us to wait to effect the demolition. I don't know if his position has changed on that, but staff would be happy for an order to be issued that took effect on July 1st, 2026.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Cole. Are there any members of the public here who wish to speak on this matter today, other than the owners? Seeing none. Is the owner present? Do you wish to speak, sir?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, don't start up there. Come on down and give us.
Number one,
Come on
is there
down and
no
give me your name.
updated pictures?
Give me your name, please.
David,
Thank you.
is there no updated
David.
pictures?
David, what's your last name, David?
Boy,
Go ahead, sir. You have 5 minutes.
I have started cleanup on that property. That big shed is gone. I told her I'm starting the house 1st of July. That whole property is gonna be empty by the end of summer. Because I have 4 plans for that property when I'm done.
You can continue. You still have 3.5 minutes left.
That's,
That's all you want to say, or?
well, for now,
Okay, okay, well, maybe something will come
I
up.
can add to it.
Maybe something will come up here. Any comments?
Your Worship,
Let's clarify that. Did you say we're clarifying what you just said, end of
I
July?
told her I was gonna start the house, I've already started tearing the house down.
Okay,
I'm doing the inside stuff first. I got people coming 1st of July to start helping with the house.
okay,
The plan is everything's gonna be gone on that property by the end of summer.
Okay.
Because I don't want the corner lot anymore.
August 30th. That's the end of summer in my books. Okay, Mr. Cole?
again, Your Worship, the issue appears not to be whether or not there should be a demolition order. It appears to be one of timing. This new timeline is news to me, so I haven't had an opportunity to consider it, and I'm not really sure what work is going to commence on July 1st. Given that it's been a year and a half since the first demolition permit was obtained by the owner, what staff would request is a demolition order to be dated the end of August.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cole. Now we're getting to the part where I can ask a question. It says ask council for any final questions. Does anyone else have one before I ask? Go ahead, Council McCormick.
I agree with
What do you mean,
Mr. Cole that
what I just said?
Whoa, whoa,
demolition
whoa,
is
hang on a
not,
second there.
if demolition is not complete, that our demolition order should be effective come August the 30th.
Thank you very much. That negates my question. Right there, right then. Good. Okay, So, any other comments? Counselor Redmond, go ahead.
You understand that you have till the August 30th to get it done. And if it isn't done, then
That
we
is
demolish.
doable. I
Okay.
told you, I want that, I want everything off that by the end of summer.
I just want to be happy that you understand, that you have till the 30th.
Can I ask you, all you guys a question?
Yep.
Has any of you guys gone by that property recently?
I can say I probably have, only in my travels, I've been on
Not-
every
not-
street
not-
and road,
not
but I
noticing.
can't specifically say I recall that.
Because I can tell
one,
you
so.
that wood box in front of the house is gone, that big shed's gone. The vehicle, a lot of the vehicles are cleaned up except for that old Dodge. I'm still trying to get that out of there. And there's an old frame up there that I'm trying to get out of there too.
Your worship, if I can clarify, there is a cleanup order, existing cleanup order in relation to the property,
Okay,
which, the gentleman is working on.
okay.
That's distinct from the demolition.
Right, that makes a difference, yes. Mr. Herrick, you had something to say?
I do, thank you. So, thank you for your comments. You noted that you would have everything gone off of that property by the end of August.
That's my game plan, yes,
So,
100%.
does that include the whole, it's a fairly large property, so that includes the whole property?
That's the corner property, yes.
That's not what I asked. So it's a large PID, and
I-
so I understand
I'm
there are.
talking the corner.
I understand there are materials transported to a back part of that property.
The
So
stuff I'm
will those be cleaned up as
The
well?
stuff I'm keeping is up back, right now, yes. That stuff, I still gotta go through the stuff that's up back, yes. I got a bunch of wooden stuff up back that I gotta get rid of.
Just so everybody is clear and everybody has eyes wide open, that we've received complaints about that portion of the property as well, and so it may well be that we revisit that, even though there's a demolition order put in place for the property, that property that we see in the screen itself, just so everybody's aware.
Well, if anybody's on the back property, they're trespassing.
Counselor Lee, go ahead.
Your worship, thank you. Just a quick question. Is the PID the same for that back property? Is this all
No,
one PID?
they're two different pins.
That's easily confirmed.
Your worship, thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else? Okay, I'll now close the public hearing, and the recommended motion amended is that council issue a demolition order for PID 2523-8460, 193 McGee Street, Spring Hill, for not later than August 30th, 2026. Good enough? Awesome, okay. Ask for somebody to make the motion, please. Moved by Councilor Strong, seconded by Councilor McCormick. Any comments or discussion on this? Seeing none, call for the vote. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Contrary minded? Hearing none, the motion is carried. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Cole. And we're going to skip back now to 2.3.1. We're going to start again, right?
Back to.
Where are we going? Back to page 4.
1685 Highway 242, page 4.
Well, I ripped page 4 off. It's in the back here somewhere.
That's it, I did say.
Yeah, okay. Is there any pictures of that? Or is that it there? Okay, very good. Go ahead, Councilor Lee. Thank you very much. So this is in regards to demolition order for 1685 Highway 242 River Hibbert. I will now call the public hearing to order, and Mr. Cole, you have the floor. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Your Worship. As you stated, Your Worship, this is application for a demolition order in relation to 1685 Highway 242 in River Hibbert, PID 253-61726. Again, complaints received in relation to the state of the building. I will note, Your Worship, that this building is beside the old garage that council ordered demolished last year. And so the notice of hearing was posted on June 1st. The issues with the building are structural damage, mainly to the rear of the building. It is now abandoned and is unsightly in relation to surrounding properties. I will also note, Your Worship, that the debris that is in this photograph has been cleaned up
Okay,
since that photograph was taken. So that's really irrelevant to the issue of the demolition order, but I will note that that material's been cleaned up. The next photograph shows a crack in this, severe crack in the stonework, Your Worship, which structurally compromises the structure. And the staff are seeking a demolition order in relation to the property. Happy to take any questions.
thank you very much, Mr. Cole. Are there any members of the public here who wish to speak to this one today? Is the property owner here? Would you like to speak, sir? If so, come on down. I'll warn you again, you have 5 minutes, and you state your name, and away you go.
Larry Hibbert, and I've already been down and cleaned up the mess around. When they tore that other garage down, it exposed all that, and I was down back in December to clean it up, but it was all frozen in the ground, so I couldn't get it out. So I was just waiting for some half-decent weather, and when I got the notice, it kind of jogged me that there's just not enough hours in a day. And as far as the structure of the building, that's been like that for a couple of years, where the tree's growing around it, and that back corner got busted a little bit, but I have full intentions of fixing it and bringing it back up to get it cleaned up, the building itself.
Anything else, sir?
So, no, that's about it. The building's still, as far as structurally, I think it's still good, other than that back corner and some pointing up that's gotta get done. But, I have the metal I pretty much got enough metal to pretty much cover the whole building after it gets pointed up. And as far as windows and doors, I have all that stuff in my other shop.
Mr. Cole, any comments?
No, Your Worship. This is the first we've heard about any plans to remediate the structure. As I indicated earlier, there's no issue with the debris around the building, and we appreciate the fact that that's been cleaned up. Staff's position is that demolition's appropriate for the structure in this case.
Has there been a structural assessment of it done?
By an engineer, no.
Do you have any comments to make, sir, on,
Well, the building is, I've been in this kind of work for 50 years, and it's fixable. And it's just, like I say, there's just not enough hours in a day to get things done. But both the house behind it, that blue house there, and that shop, I haven't been down there for 15 years. It's just, I've been busy doing other stuff, and it's just kind of, it's been just sitting there. And the plan was this summer was to get that shop fixed, and I want to just get the house painted inside and get them sold. And that was my plan for this summer project.
Okay.
So. But
Mr.
the
Cole?
building foundation is good, other than that back corner where that tree kind of busted in a bit, and then a few blocks come down. But it's all I need is an excavator in there to dig those trees out of there and give me a spot to work to get it fixed back up. The roof, I put that roof on there 15 years ago. This side here is kind of starting to curl, but the other side still looks good. It's because of those trees that were on the side there that was kind of screwing up the roofing on it. But it doesn't leak, and I have a fair amount of material in there, wood and stuff like that, that it's been just sitting there for the last 15 years.
You own the building next door to that was torn down before, or no?
No, Jerry Burke.
Okay, not just clarifying that, so, because I'm sure people are sitting here wondering that, so.
So, Your Worship, as I said, this is the first that any sort of plan to remediate the structure's been brought forward to staff. We're not aware of any firm timelines or plans to remediate the building. But, and also, I mean, if the owner wants to ask for a certain time frame to deal with that, then you should ask for a time frame.
Okay, well, I don't think 2 weeks was enough as far as what was, I got this on the first, this thing, and it was, the hearing was supposed to be on the 24th, and then a week later, or last week, I got one saying that the hearing get changed to the 15th. So it wasn't, and I already had it cleaned up by then, pretty much. And as far as doing the work to it, I plan on, it was my, I mean, I have other work I gotta do, but this was my goal, was to get these buildings done up so I could get rid of them this summer, to get them out of my hair. Because I've got other work on the go as well. As far as the timeline, I'm hoping by the end of summer that this building is gonna be done, and, well, the house just needs to be painted pretty much.
To clarify, the house is not part of the
I get that.
demolition order.
Yep. So you're saying, sir, that you think a reasonable timeline to do some repairs to the building and make it look much more presentable than it does at the moment would be the end of summer?
3 or 4 months.
Well, that takes us to Thanksgiving. I've always wrestled with the degree of fairness upon which we must operate, so. Counselor Redmond, go ahead.
Intentions with the building? Like, if you haven't been active in it for 15 years, why all of a sudden do you want to fix up this building?
I could have sold the building last fall and I wouldn't sell it, because I wanted to fix it up to get a half-decent price for it. And as far as the house, I've been in the rental business and I wouldn't rent.
I'm not worried about the house, because the house is not on the demolition.
And that's been set for 15 years too.
Well, that's fine, but there's no issue with the house. It's this building particular that the issue is. I just want to know what you particularly want, why you want to save that building, because you're going to put more money into it than what you're going to get out of it.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
And that's why I wouldn't sell it.
To bring it up to standard so it won't be demolished, you would have to put a lot of money into it.
I'm all ears.
Anyway, so I'm just curious, you know.
It's basically just the back wall where that tree kind of pushed the foundation in, and it just has to be redone. And then there's some point nuts gotta be done, and then I just, strap it and put metal on it.
Okay. Counselor McCormick, go ahead.
Thank you, Worship. I feel that the order should be postponed until August the 30th. I think that's fair enough time if the gentleman is going to put 100% of his time on that property, that would be enough for us to see some type of improvement. But I don't think we should extend it upon August the 30th, because again, we're looking into winter.
Yep. Go ahead.
Thank you, Worship. I guess I want to identify a risk for council in terms of making this decision, and quite frankly, for the owner. And that's that if there seems to be, we're not of the same mind on the structural integrity of the building. And we're also, council's also having a conversation about providing more time for repair. And the real shame would be is if the repair were done and it still wasn't structurally sound. And so it seems to me that the piece of information that council might want to consider having is an opinion of a structural engineer. And I wonder if we might direct Director Cole to provide a report by, I don't know, the 15th of August or the 30th of July or the 31st of August, that included a report of a structural engineer, so that we know whether the building is salvageable or not. Who are we to judge what the structural integrity is? So that would be the risk I identify and the solution that I propose, Your Worship.
Thank you very much. Councilor Redmond, go ahead.
I may, who would the expense of the engineer be put on, the county?
No, absolutely would be on.
Okay, thank you.
It would absolutely be on the owner.
Oh, I'm not responsible for an engineer. I know what I'm.
With respect, sir, you will be if we order it.
Well, no, if you guys want to bring an engineer down, you go right ahead, but I'm not responsible for it. Well, you can laugh all you want. I'm
not laughing.
I didn't mean to chuckle, it's just that we're going around in circles, sir.
Well, I said that I had 2 weeks to deal with this. That's a little bit short timeline, I think. Now, if the building couldn't be fixed, I wouldn't fix it. I've been in the business long enough to know that it can be fixed. There's a bit of point that has to be done and cleaned up a bit.
Just point of order, all comments should come to the chair, please.
Up here.
She's the one that was talking.
Over here. Oh, good. It's all good. Just direct all your comments towards me, please, sir. Okay. So the question would now become, what option do we want to take of the three that we're thinking about? Which is the original demolition order, a postponement till August 30th to allow the gentleman time to work on his building, to get it to a point where Director Cole is satisfied that he's going to expedite that process, or call for the assessment of a structural engineer, or combine the last two together. I will leave that option. Councilor McCormick, go ahead.
Sorry, Your Worship, I just have a question that if repairs to be done on that building, does the gentleman have to go through and get a building permit? So therefore, would we not, it would have to be structural sound, would it not, in order for it to be?
Mr. Cole?
So wouldn't he be reliable, wouldn't he be responsible to make sure the engineer?
We'll find out here in a minute. Mr. Cole?
Any repairs that were structural in nature would require a building permit.
Okay. That answers that?
Cosmetic issues do not require
Right.
a permit.
Yeah.
But we're talking a foundation, are we not? That's
The
structurally.
wall,
The wall?
the back wall,
Yeah.
according to the pictures.
It's
Go ahead.
only 6 feet, about 6 feet or so. It's not the whole wall, it's just where a tree pushed into it.
So another option would be to defer this for a couple of weeks and allow back and forth between you two and come up with a plan that would suit our fancy at some future point very soon. If that's okay with everyone, we could defer it for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and then move along from there.
Your Worship, staff would be happy to adjourn this hearing for 2 weeks.
Anyone else
You're agreeable to that?
against that, or, all okay?
What would be the purpose of that?
So you and I can talk about what your plans are.
Okay? Because at the end of the day, sir, we have to have some assurance that what you want to do is going to get done. And we have to have some method to make sure that that happens. Otherwise, the only option is demolish the building. And then we know it's done, okay? So I'm not trying to be hard to get along with, just trying to get to a spot where everybody ends up in the right place, that's all, so, okay? I'll now close the public hearing. And we are going to, what are we going to do with that motion, Mr. Herrick?
I would suggest, Your Worship, that rather than issuing a demolition order, that council adjourn this issue for 2 weeks and convene again at 4 o'clock on June
Whatever the date is.
28th, whatever the Monday is.
30th, 29th.
What's the date? What's the date?
29th.
29th.
Sounds like the date.
June 29th?
Yep.
To continue the hearing. Your Worship?
That works for me. We need a motion to that effect? or
Yes.
no? Okay, so that would be the motion, that we'll defer it till June the 29th to allow the time to be done, taken, to try and resolve this. If someone would like to make that motion, please. Moved by Deputy Mayor Gould, seconded by Councilor O'Telling. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, call for the vote. All those in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye. Aye. Contrary minded? Hearing none, the motion is carried. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. 2.3.2, demolition order for 51 Sydney Street, Parsbro.
Your Worship, just to note that Councillor Lee continues to declare a conflict on this issue.
Very good, thank you very much. I will now call the public hearing to order. Mr. Cole?
Yeah,
51 Sydney Street, Parsbro. That's the one we're doing.
Yep.
You're okay. Come on, Mike.
The next one is,
Although Councillor Lee waved at me from the gallery like she was declaring an interest, we've decided that it's not this one that she has the interest on, and here are her eyes.
Okay, I have called the hearing to order. Go ahead, Mr. Cole.
thank you, Your Worship. This is an application for a demolition order
Page you're on.
in relation to 51 Sydney Street in Parsbro. PID 25080-847. Again, complaints were received regarding the condition of the building. There is structural damage, large cracks in the roof. There's repeated water infiltration into the building, broken windows. It's been abandoned for a number of years and is bringing down property values in the area, very likely. There are photographs attached showing various areas of the structure that are compromised. And we have had communication with the owner, Your Worship, who have written an email to staff agreeing to the demolition of the building. In fact, saying thank you very much for tearing it down. So on that basis, we'd like to have the demolition order as requested.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cole. Are there any members of the public here who wish to speak? I don't see. I think we've cleaned most of them out. Is the property owner here? Nope. Property owner's not. Any final comments from you, Mr. Cole?
No, Your Worship. As I said, the owner is agreeable to the order.
Any comments or questions from council? Sure, go ahead, Deputy Mayor.
Thank you, Your Worship. Just, the owner is aware that they will be billed for the service once we tear it down, is that?
Yes.
Good. I will now close the public hearing. The motion is that council issue a demolition order for PID 2508-0847, 51 Sydney Street in Parsbro. Moved by Councillor Strong, seconded by Councillor Hotelling. Any comments or questions from council? Hearing none. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Contrary minded? The motion is carried. 2.3.3, the last one. Demolition order for 88 Lower Cove Joggins. One second, Councillor Lee.
Councillor Lee is declaring a conflict, Your Worship.
Thank you. I will now call the public hearing to order. Go ahead, Mr. Cole.
Thank you, Your Worship. This is a demolition, application for a demolition order in relation to 88 Lower Cove Road in Joggins. The PID is 250-55435. Again, complaints received in relation to the state of the property, Your Worship. The notice of hearing was posted on the property on June 1st and mailed to the property owner. There has been no contact made with the owners at this point that I'm aware of. There are large cracks in the rear of the home. Part of the building seems to be twisting away from the remainder of the building, which indicates that it's structurally unsound. It's been abandoned for many years and is deleterious to the surrounding property values. There are pictures attached, Your Worship, and happy to take any questions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cole. Are there any members of the public who wish to speak here today? Is the property owner here? Don't see one. Any final comments, Mr. Cole? Questions or comments from council? That's the word of the day. We'll leave it alone. No questions or comments from council. I'll now close the public hearing. The recommended motion is the council issue a demolition order for PID 2505-5435, 88 Lower Cove Road, Joggins. Moved by Councillor Lockhart, seconded by Councillor Redmond. All those in favor, anybody want to say anything? We're good. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Contrary minded? Hearing none, the motion is carried. Come on back, Councillor Lee. And before I think that is getting close to the end of the order for today. Before I ask for an adjournment, Mr. Cole, I would ask you to enlighten us on some special guests that might be here today.
Thank you, Your Worship. So in the gallery today are the bylaw staff that are responsible for putting these packages together, one of whom has been with us for a week. Chester Mark.
Welcome aboard, Chester.
And Jamie Spicer, of course, who's been here for 11 years. as a
Awesome.
bylaw officer.
Hey!
So the brains of the operation is Brianne Murphy.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Admin assistant for protective services. And the newest addition to our little group is Tyler Goodwin, who is the new emergency management regional outreach coordinator. He's got the longest title. in
Just
the,
try and get that all in one breath, eh? Anyway,
And
welcome aboard, Tyler.
Tyler started today.
Wow, first day and you're in the council chamber. Good stuff, awesome. And welcome aboard to both of you. And hopefully a long and distinguished career with our group. And we wish you all the best going forward, so thank you. Nice to see you. Nice new faces, all kinds of new people. Old people going, moving on, new people coming in. I didn't call you old, did I? No. Okay, good. Wasn't sure about that, so. And you're certainly well past your best before date, is all I'll say. I'll now take a motion to adjourn, moved by Deputy Mayor Gould. We are now adjourned. Thank you very much, folks.